Have you ever finished a big meal and suddenly felt like taking a nap? Maybe it was after lunch at work, or maybe it hit you right after dinner. Your eyelids grow heavy, your brain gets fuzzy, and all you want is a pillow, just for a few minutes. Why does eating, something that's supposed to give us energy, make us so tired? It turns out, feeling sleepy after eating is not just in your head. It's a very real, very common biological reaction that happens because of how your body processes food. In this video, we'll explore the science behind food comas, what causes that drowsy feeling, and whether there's anything you can do to avoid it. Spoiler alert, it's not just about eating too much. Let's start with what's happening inside your body the moment you eat. As soon as you start eating, your digestive system kicks into high gear. Your stomach starts churning, enzymes and acids are released, and your intestines prepare to absorb nutrients. But this whole digestive process requires a lot of energy and blood flow. To help with digestion, your body sends more blood to your stomach and intestines, diverting it from other parts of the body, including your brain. That shift in blood flow can make you feel tired. With slightly less blood, and therefore less oxygen going to your brain, you might notice yourself feeling foggy or sleepy. This is especially noticeable if your body is already a bit tired, or you've had a poor night's sleep. But that's not the only reason food can make you sleepy. What you eat also plays a huge role. Certain types of food trigger stronger drowsy responses than others. Meals that are high in simple carbohydrates, like white rice, pasta, white bread, and sugary desserts, can cause a spike in your blood sugar, followed by a quick drop. This blood sugar crash often leaves you feeling sluggish and drained. But there's another key player here, a compound called tryptophan. Tryptophan is an amino acid found in protein-rich foods like turkey, eggs, cheese, and tofu. On its own, tryptophan doesn't make you sleepy, but when it's consumed with carbohydrates, it can enter the brain more easily. Once inside, it helps the brain produce serotonin, which later converts into melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. That's right, eating a big, carb-heavy meal can increase the amount of melatonin in your body, making you feel ready for bed, even if it's the middle of the day. This is part of why you might feel extra sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner or a rich pasta meal. Now, let's talk about the size of your meal. Eating a large meal, especially one that's high in fat and calories, takes longer to digest. Your body must work harder to break everything down, which means more blood is sent to your digestive organs, and more energy is used internally. This can leave you feeling physically tired, even if mentally you weren't exhausted before eating. There's also your internal body clock to consider, your circadian rhythm. Most people experience a natural dip in energy levels during the afternoon, typically between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That's why lunch can feel like a knockout punch. Your body is already inclined to feel a bit tired at that time, and adding a large meal only amplifies that effect. In cultures where siestas are common, this post-lunch dip is practically built into the day. So, what can you do to avoid feeling sleepy after eating? First, try adjusting what you eat. Choose meals that are balanced with complex carbohydrates, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avoid refined sugars and overly processed carbs, especially if you need to stay alert afterwards. Think of foods like whole grain bread, brown rice, leafy greens, grilled chicken, or fish. Second, consider the size of your portions. Instead of having 1 or 2 giant meals, break your day into 4 or 5 smaller meals. This helps regulate your blood sugar and keeps your energy more consistent throughout the day. Third, don't sit still immediately after eating. Try taking a short walk. 10 to 15 minutes is enough to stimulate digestion and increase blood flow to your brain. Even light movement can help reduce the sleepy effect. Fourth, drink water. Mild dehydration can worsen feelings of tiredness, especially after a heavy meal. Sometimes just a glass of water can help you feel more awake and refreshed. And finally, don't underestimate the power of sleep. If you're consistently feeling tired after meals, it could be a sign that your body is sleep deprived. No matter how well you eat, poor sleep will always catch up to you. In some cases, however, excessive sleepiness after eating can be a symptom of a health condition. People with diabetes, insulin resistance, or certain hormonal imbalances might experience stronger fatigue after meals. If the tiredness is extreme or interferes with your daily life, it's worth speaking with a healthcare professional. But for most people, that post-lunch slump is a normal part of how the body works. It's a combination of digestion, brain chemistry, and natural energy rhythms. You're not lazy, you're just human. So the next time you find yourself yawning after a meal, remember, it's biology, not bad habits. But if you know how to eat smart, move a little, and take care of your sleep, you can beat the post-meal blues and stay energized all day.